Hi friends, I want to follow up, just doing this video just to follow up the my prediction I made on August 16th in this video, so that you can see how true this system approach to Vedic astrology is. Um, just to I mean, this is a long video that I did explaining, basics of astrology, and just to give a basis for the basis for this prediction. So I'm going to find that part of the prediction, that and then we can look at what happened actually. This is about 1 hour time in this video. Let's listen to the video.
If you look at the transits now, you can see Ketu is going in the second house and 13 degrees 0.26, and we have Moon at 11. Another point that I should have said earlier is that Rahu and Ketu always go backward, whereas other planets go forward. So Rahu and Ketu goes, like, just to give an example, like here you can see Rahu and Ketu go down like this: 1333, 1328, 1326, 1326, 1326. Like, this is pretty much stationary. Whenever Rahu Ketu stationary, a lot of bad things happens in life. So that's exactly, this is when these planets are slow, then things happen. Because here, on this day here, September 7th, 2021, Ketu going to touch Moon, straight exact amount. So in this area, this time is not good, because within 5 degrees it's not good. Like particularly when it's 2 degrees, 1 degree, it is get worse. And then it goes away after, around here, 8, 5, 6, like that. It begins to go down like that. So what happens is, this is the main trigger here that we need to learn. If you look at like September 7th, let's do the transits for September 7th, just to get an idea what happens. Because Mercury transits, Mercury is a fast moving planet, but the Ketu is a slow moving planet, and the Ketu is stationary at the moment. When the planet is stationary, is very, very tough. So we are saying we need to look at this date, which is September 7th. So if I put September 7th here, this is ideal to this transit thing. If you can read this, if you learn to read this, might take a months to learn it, but absolutely worth it, because you will see what is going on with your own life so clearly. Like if I look at 7th, you can see the Ketu conjunct Moon 99. This is the peak of a transit. Moon is mind of people. So let's look at what Moon is.
Cases in Sri Lanka. So this is a website where we get worldometers, where you can get all corona cases in around the world. So you can see, as it is now, today is November 14th. So, but I'm trying to let's get Sri Lanka alone. Like we can see Sri Lanka here. If we open Sri Lanka, you can see today's stuff. So like if you look at the active cases in Sri Lanka, like you can see it came on like this, and then it started over here and it went down a bit there, and then came all the way to the top here. If you look at the peak here, can't get to it. Okay. Um, come on. If you look at the peak here, oh, if you look at the peak here, you see it's September 7th and September 8th because it's basically there, right? September 7th, 8th. Um, because if you take the exact time and see what the time is, it's probably early September morning, 8 morning. But the peak was September 7th, and then it started going down. You can clearly see that it started going down. So that clearly shows, this is how everything in life works with these transits. When the peak goes over, things begins to come down slowly. You will notice after few days later, like a week or two later, you will realize that it's going downwards. Now, by now we can clearly see it's went down from September 7th. So that's the follow-up that, my prediction is absolutely correct. If you look at the Sri Lanka chart on that day was Moon 99. Just to say, if you look at September 7th was 98. September 7th was 98. 98, which is 10.59 versus 11.04. So that's a little bit over the peak. So that's how it works, because I'm using a different location here, so that's why the transit is like that. But if I put the coordinates for Sri Lanka, then I would definitely get the exact point there. So that is what happened. So as we can see, even in everything in life, when bad things happens, and even an illness or something, it goes to the peak here and then begin to come down, and then you see, okay, medicines are working and getting better. This is absolutely everything is I explained, and anybody can do this, anybody can see it. There is no God or nothing involved here. No God has said this is the peak day, because nobody could have said without this knowledge that this particular day would be the peak. So that is how the value of this Vedic astrology, systems approach to Vedic astrology comes about. I wish everybody learns this, because if you learn this, your life you will be much more satisfied with your life, because you understand your karma, and you will be able to easily console yourself as to what is going on, and you will never blame anybody else for your faults, because it's you live your own karma. So it's basically Sri Lanka, collective karma of Sri Lanka people. That's what happened. Corona cases went down, but I need to look at more to see when another peak going to start, but I'll probably look at that later on. But this is exactly, I want to show that this prediction is absolutely correct, and this can be done anybody who wants to learn this. Okay, that's about it. I wish everybody learns, and particularly my son learned this before I leave this world, because it's so important for my son to learn this. I pretty much I do this for his use, but